How cute. Oh, sorry.
So again, very good noise. That's what you want to hear. Now what he's doing again is called mooing. What she's doing is called disgusting. Scientific name for that. But anyway, yeah, that's how they're hyenas, right? They have super wicked jaw pressure. To put it in perspective for you, a pit bull has around 800 psi. That's how much strength they've got in their jaws. These guys are closer to 2,000 psi. So we're talking about a pretty nasty bite. They can actually snap a giraffe's femur bone, that big leg bone. They can snap that sucker. They can derive all kinds of nutrition from old, bleached out, dry bones they come across in this area and get good boy. Now, we have 48 large carnivores here out of Africa. We go in and hang out and play with 36 of them. Unfortunately, these are not part of the 36 any longer. We used to go in and hang out with them. We actually had to stop because we kept breaking their rules accidentally. They're very intelligent, and like canines, like dogs, they have a lot of rules, even more so than like the wolves have. And as humans, we don't know what all those rules are, but we're still plenty capable of breaking them. And when we break them, even unwittingly, we get reprimanded for doing that. And frankly, a reprimandation from a hyena is not cool. When they bite you, they're not biting to injure you. If they wanted, they could take your arm off and beat you with it. They're just trying to teach you a lesson. So they're just pop, pop, pop all the way up and down your arm. It is leaving holes in your arms when they do it. Fortunately, I got here right after they stopped going in, so it's lucky. But anyway, one of their many rules, the one that we did know about, was you're not allowed to leave until I tell you you can leave. And you have no idea when it'll be okay for you to leave. It could be days. And they're not, you know, like, you can't like pass somebody a hot dog in here because they'll take it. So yeah, we had to stop going in there with these guys, unfortunately. But they're very affectionate, very nice. You can see they love human interaction. Very smart animals. Now, one of the great things here about out of Africa is you're not going to see our animals like pacing back and forth bored all the time, because we offer a lot of stimulation. We give them huge habitats. We take them to the arena and they can play around. Lots of fun stuff. These guys actually get to hunt live prey. Any of our little native animals dumb enough to go through the chain link fence, fair game for these guys. So they get to hunt rats, mice, snakes, lizards, squirrels, and rabbits. They have no collarbone. So if their head fits through this little hole, the whole body goes through. And they eat rabbits a lot. Rabbits apparently are not very bright, which is, in my opinion, why they have to breed as often as they do. And these guys are the only ones of our animals smart enough to actually save food in order to use it as a tool later. They've been known to bury their food so that we come in to clean up, we don't find anything, and they dig it up once we're gone. They use it to tease our other animals. Like, hey, I got some food over here, you guys want this? Oh, you don't? Okay, I'll eat it myself then. They've also, we haven't caught them in the act, but we're pretty sure this is what they're doing. We think at nighttime, they'll dig up food, they'll put the food in the middle of their habitat, and then they'll go hide. Then a skunk comes inside, or some other predator, and they come out and surround it. Skunk's like, I'll spray you. The hyenas are like, don't care, I'm a hyena. And we found 5 skunks in there in 1 week. So yeah, like why else would skunks be going in there that often? We haven't caught them, but pretty sure that's what they're doing. Very, very intelligent. Now when it comes to hyenas, they live in a matriarchal society. So the females are actually the ones in charge. So it is a lot like human marriage. Pretty much the same thing. But anyway, these guys, their teeth, I don't know if he'll yawn for us in a second. They're very robust, very rounded, not that sharp like a cat's tooth, because they're made more for crushing. One funny story about this guy. Good boy, I gotta tell a story, okay? Be quiet for just a second. One funny story about him. He used to carry around this big stick like a log. He would chase us with it and smack us in the shins. And anyway, he thought that was really funny, right? One day a guy's in there with a tree saw, and it's like a big pole with a saw blade on the end. He sets it down on a bush about like that, so Chubby can't get it. Of course, Chubby does get it, and a couple minutes later, you hear this radio call. Help, Chubby's got a saw, he's trying to cut me. Guys running all over the place. Chubby's laughing and chasing him. He wasn't able to get out without getting caught. But let's say he wasn't able to and had to go to the hospital. The doctor would have been like, so a hyena had a tree saw and was trying to cut you. Maybe you're example. But anyway, he was able to get out, fortunately. But anyway, okay. So now we're going to ask the hyenas to laugh. Now the laughter is not because something's funny. It's their way of saying, that is mine, you back up. It's actually a threat. You dropped some Serengeti tickets. But it's going to sound funny to us. It won't sound intimidating to us because of this fence. Without the fence, it's not cool. It's actually kind of demonic sounding. Picture it like in Africa, there's a bunch of them because they're gregarious and live in big clans. Their eyes are glowing because they have the reflectors like a lot of animals. And it sounds kind of demonic because you got all that laughter going on, and it's you know, they're nocturnal, so it's at nighttime. But anyway, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take a couple pieces of chicken. This has bone in it. This is raw chicken. I'm gonna throw it at the corner, okay? And you might hear a little bit of laughter. But then when Scott goes for the chicken, they're gonna laugh at him quite a bit, and that's their way of saying, "Back off, Scott. That's ours." When he runs away, I'm gonna run up. They'll take their focus off of him, put it on me, and they'll start laughing at me. We'll do that a couple times, and then we'll give them the chicken, okay? All right, here we go. Check it out, guys. Okay. I didn't make the move yet. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna feed the female and the male. So I give him a head start, or her head start, and they finish the same time. So you can see the male eats a lot faster than the female, and that's because, just like with us in the animal kingdom, if the girl finishes first, she's gonna try and take the male's food too. And that's just because that's how you ladies roll, right? So he's got to eat that stuff quick. Good boy, good girl. Now that had bone in it. You're told not to give your pets bone, and that's because it's from the meat you would eat, and your meat is cooked. Hence, the meat or the bone is brittle, can shard, be bad for the digestive tract. But they actually need that raw bone, so definitely wouldn't hurt them. Any questions? That's not a question. That means they want cow. Right? Yeah. Yeah, good thing we shake hands instead, right? Yeah. There's some people I would not want to meet. Any other questions besides ew or moo? Yes, what's your question? Ask Audrey. We're trying to train Audrey. What?
Make it a good one.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
Why do they laugh to make you back away?
Are you really gonna make me answer?
Because it's really scary if there's no fence. If it was in your face, jumping and biting and laughing, that would be really scary. Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, it's not a laugh as we would